Hi, I'm Tyrone Marshall, coach of FCC2, and you're watching Coach's Corner.
That was taken away by Daly. Nice flick forward. Here's Stitz. Back for Daly. And Daly hits the crossbar. Bar down. Cincinnati leads. Here comes a chance potentially for Cincinnati.
That ball in behind. A touch for Cincinnati. A shot and a goal.
In 2022, Tyrone Marshall, a name known for great defending in Major League Soccer, took the head coach's job at FC Cincinnati 2.
My most precious memory joining the club, I think it came the first day I met with Gerard and Hunter, and I think it was Larry Sunderland, walked into the environment, and from the first step into the building, I'm like, yeah, this is where I want to be. This is home. It was a really inspiring moment for me just to be a part of this club and really, really want to take my head coaching experience to the next stage.
In his 3 seasons in charge of FCC2, Marshall has seen the club grow while building the foundations of a successful player pathway.
The first 2 seasons was to try to, build and get some building blocks in place to then set us up for success down the road. And anytime you're in a development environment, it's a process basically. It's going to take time. And now, but also with that time, you have to put the right pieces in play. So when you start getting success, it's there for longevity. It's a sustainable environment. And so what we use the first 2 years for is to see the young players in the academy, give them a lot of playing time, a lot of opportunities. The Dada Valenzuela, for example, he was one that came out. Paul Waters, these guys, Steven Jimenez, these guys are with the first team now. So in turn, we use those 2 seasons to give the younger players the opportunity to show their quality and to see who got that, that springboard, so to speak, to get to the first team. And a few guys did. So now, as we use those 2 years to, as our cornerstone, what can we do to get better as we move forward?
This season, FCC2 have been tested time and again, but have shown their strength of character when needed, something Marshall credits to the challenges they faced in the 2 previous seasons in MLS NEXT Pro.
We've been through tough times, and I think that resilience that we've had, we've developed that tough skin sort of mentality that, we bend but we don't break. And I think you can see it. The team, they look at us for inspiration. And when you go into a tough environment, they look over you at the coach at the first one and say, hey, it's demeanor, how does it look? And you have that straight demeanor, hey, we're going to win, we're going to battle, we're going to fight. They kind of feed off of that. And I think that's what the staff brought as well, just because we're in that situation prior, where we struggled and we know what it was like to be at the bottom.
During his 15 years in MLS, Marshall learned valuable lessons that he now takes with him into his coaching career.
I think my time in MLS, obviously, I started off where it was a learning experience for me, where I came out of college, as a top prospect, was drafted in the first round, scored a lot of goals in the college ranks and thought I was going to transition quickly into the MLS. However, that didn't happen. And so it was a part of my learning curve, so to speak. How do I, from a mental perspective, learn to develop, in terms of can I, when you have tough times, how do I get on the field, so to speak, right? Coaches weren't picking you. You're practicing well, but you weren't getting the opportunity. So you have to figure out now how and where and when, what can I do to get on the field? And so that developing resilience too and, determination was part of my growth, and becoming more mature. Once I got on the field, it didn't come off the field. It didn't come off the field from there. And that's what I think I bring to this environment, just developing that resilience, how to figure out ways to be a good player or how to get on the field.
Tablante turns the corner, cross to the middle, they score! It's lovely footwork, nearly a tremendous goal, oh my word! Valenzuela, curling, back post and in!
Marshall participated in the Elite Formation Coaching License Program in partnership with the French Football Federation, one of the most highly regarded and rigorous courses in the world. Marshall plans to use the lessons he learned in the program with FCC2 and hopefully for many years to come.
In terms of my future aspiration, being a head coach in MLS or in the international stage. I'd love to go back someday and coach in the national team for Jamaica. It's always been a dream of mine to represent the country and give back. That would be my goal and my aspiration. And yeah, that's what I want to do.